All right, let's talk about something that can totally change the game for your screenwriting. We're diving into an idea that'll help you transform your scripts from just words on a page into, well, a full-blown cinematic experience. We're going to get into the art of writing not just a story, but the very light and sound that bring it to life. So, I want you to ask yourself a question and be honest. When somebody picks up your screenplay, are they just reading it? Just kind of scanning the words, moving from one line of dialogue to the next? Or is something more happening? Or is it a full-on experience, something that makes the reader actually see the world you've built and hear all the little sounds in their imagination? See, that's the goal. And today, we're going to break down exactly how you can start doing that.
Okay, so let's get right into it. This whole concept is built on what are really the two most fundamental pillars of modern filmmaking. Think about it. Ever since we left the silent film era behind, movies have been built on these two things: light and sound. They're the absolute core tools for building a world, for creating a mood, for telling a story on screen. I mean, literally everything you see and hear, it all starts right here. And here's the real kicker. The emphasis is on the writer. It's so easy to think, oh, light and sound, that's the director's job, or the cinematographer's. But nope, this idea puts the responsibility exactly where it needs to be, with you, the screenwriter. You have to be the very first person to truly see and hear your own story. Which, of course, brings us to a massive challenge, right? Something I think we can all relate to. Let's just call it the writer's dilemma. This is the fundamental problem, isn't it? Our entire toolkit is just black letters on a white page. So how in the world are we supposed to use that to make someone feel the cold blue light of a computer screen on a character's face, or hear the bass thumping from a party through a closed door? So what's the secret? How do we crack this code? Well, the answer isn't about memorizing a thesaurus to find more descriptive words. It's actually about changing your entire approach. The key is this principle called perceiving space. And what's so cool about this is that at its heart, the idea is incredibly straightforward. It's really more of a shift in your mindset than anything else. Okay, so here's the big idea. It's not just about describing what something looks like or sounds like. It's about, first, really understanding the basic nature of light and sound themselves. How do they actually work? How do they behave in the specific room your scene takes place in? This is the technique: spatial perception. Now, don't let the fancy term throw you. This just means you stop imagining your scene from the outside, like you're watching a movie. Instead, you have to mentally step inside it. You've got to be in that room, feeling how the afternoon light hits the dusty floor, hearing how a character's voice just dies in a room full of soft furniture. And here's how you actually do it. For any scene you write, just ask yourself these 3 questions. Number 1, when your character does something, what's the light source? Is it a single bare bulb? Is it moonlight pouring through a window? Number 2, what kind of shadow does that light create? Is it a sharp, dark, scary shadow, or is it soft and hazy? And 3, when they talk, just listen. Does their voice echo like crazy in a big empty warehouse, or does it sound small and muffled in a tiny closet? Okay, so you've done the work. You are in the scene. You can feel it, you can hear it. Awesome. Now comes the final and maybe trickiest step, getting all that sensation down onto the page. And let's be real for a second. This is a technical skill. It's one thing to perceive the whole scene in your head, but it's a whole other thing to find the perfect, punchy words to give that same feeling to your reader. This is a craft, and like any craft, it's going to take practice to get good at it. But if there is one thing you take away from all of this, please let it be this. This is not some abstract, intellectual exercise. It's a physical one. You have to learn to perceive the scene with your whole body. When you can actually feel the space your characters are in your gut, that's when your script will truly, finally come alive. So, I'm going to leave you with a challenge. The next time you sit down to write, don't just ask yourself what happens next. Go deeper than that. Ask yourself, how will this scene look? And how will it sound? The answers to those questions, well, they just might transform your entire script.